Heritage profit falls by 32%. Rowley put his own personal lawyer in charge of Heritage after shutting down Petrotrin. After Kamla Prasad Bisesa found out about a PNM audit by Petrotrin, which showed that oil coming out of the ground had just multiplied miraculously, and it was termed the fake oil case. At that time, Rowley's best friend and lineman, dancing Indian man, bareback, who just used racial epithets, normal, flowing out the mouth, left, right, and center. His daughter was a sitting PNM senator at the time. And Rowley shut down Petrotrin, even though no one said shut it down. The board of Petrotrin, Winfred Espine, said he never told Rowley to shut it down. With the Solomon report, the Lashley report, the McKinsey report, $65 million of advice, never said shut down Petrotrin. But Rowley shut it down because a man tell him, either you shut it down or lock it down, or we all go down. And Rowley shut it down. And then he divide it up and he make sure that anywhere where could have evidence and police need to go in to get paperwork, to get security guards, logbooks, checking to see, to investigate, to get statements and so on, to really get down to the nitty-gritty of an in-depth investigation. Gary Griffith had asked for money to pay a special engineer, chemical engineer and so on, to come and do an audit and check out the numbers and quantify how much oil could have actually been pumped per hour, and therefore per 12 hours or 24 hours or however much could have, what was the maximum and so on, to put charges. Rowley shut down everything, clear out everything, clear away even the security and replace it with a friend and financier of the PNM. And then Rowley put his own personal lawyer, A.A. Kwamena, in charge of Heritage. And wow, arbitration, senior counsel say, appeal, this is ridiculous. Rowley and them appealing thing against a child, a sick child who gets Zika and has suffered differently able. Rowley and them appeal that. They're appealing anything. They're going to Privy Council to stop it, local government election and thing. But they appeal that when Deborah Peake say appeal the fake oil case. Rowley, A.A. Kwamena say, nah, we have senior counsel advice, but we're going to get some junior counsel to tell me. And then they did not appeal it. And Rowley's friend, that is my friend, yes. But I must call him, because if I hear this, I call him and say, what is all of this about? And he said he doesn't know. And you all accept that. And Rowley remain in charge of Petrotrin, in charge of the Ministry of Energy, in charge of the investigation, in charge of the resources for the audit, in charge and get to put his own police commissioner there. And what was the end result? The bareback Indian whining and telling only, Stuarty, I love you like how hog love mud. Stuarty, you could have been my wife. No, well, minister, a man could have been a wife. That is what you like. But all of a sudden now, that whining one get $118 million plus a renewal of a 10-year contract, plus the PNM now going to, they say, some bid he win to get a next block of oil. That is PNM for all you. And while they're doing all of that, A.A. Kwamena, who's a dunce lawyer, and that is specialty, and he's a dunce lawyer. I beat he, me and my brother beat he and Stuart Young in the Brian Manning $9 million case. Bad, so bad that Nixon Dial, who didn't even put in our defense, he win back. He unlost because A.A. Kwamena and Stuart Young is two duns. Well, they put a dunce in charge of your oil. Heritage profit falls by 32%. Revenue declines by 0.6 billion. According to the unaudited results, Heritage crude oil sales fell by more than $500 million, while its natural gas sales fell by 45.5 million. Its royalty income fell by 13.4 million, and its natural gas liquid sales fell by 5.2 million during the period. The combination of lower crude prices combined with our well-considered decision to store crude, says Kwamena, has resulted in lower revenue for the last 6-month period. So they say the price low for the last 6 months, so they go store it. And then they think the price is going to go up, and then they will sell it. This is the bright plan of A.A. Kwamena. One problem though, the prices keep going down. I don't know what to say. Oh Lord, He said the barrels will be sold during the second half of this year. Well, we'll monitor. We wish we'll monitor that. Commoner said the financial results included a 364 million interest cost relating to Petrostrin's legacy debt. Remember, Keith Christopher Rowley kept lying to you when he told you we're not shutting down Petrostrin. Then they eventually shut it down, right? When he tell you about your fridge door. And then he said the reason they had to shut it down was because of the debt burden of Petrotrin. And that last year or so, he said, well, Heritage did so well because they dealt with the debt burden and it could not have been dealt with otherwise. And I was telling you, all it had to do, the debt burden is there from the PNM corruption of Malcolm Jones, the World GTL and the other, and the gas to liquids plant and so on. And all they had to do is restructure the debt and keep Petrotrin as a going concern, earning foreign exchange and employing 6,334 monthly workers and another 5,400 daily paid workers. You would keep 11,000 workers, plus Trinidad and Tobago would have a refinery producing valuable goods so that we could sell and not just be leeches on the global economy. But Rowley had to do what he had to do because a man tell him, if I go down, you go down, we all go down, and it shut down. So understand that.